What's going on, YouTube? GraveCinder here, and welcome to episode 34. I'm sure you've noticed by now that there is a slight difference right over here in this part of the city. And I've been busy in between episodes, but no time lapse this time. It was very annoying to try and make something work right over here. So the footage is just not great. I decided not to include it, but I'll explain it to you. That way you don't feel left out. But essentially what I did is I destroyed everything that we had built in this part of, or on the other side of the highway, to put it easily, and did a little bit of a rework in a sense, and now we have this right here, and I'll explain that here in just a moment. Over here, I've put 3 different types of district. Let's start with this one. Over here, this is going to be our leisure district for this side of the city. This right here is going to be self-sufficient, high-density residential. This right here, and it's a small portion, it's going to be the modern city center commercial. And this part right here is going to be our local and organic produce commercial. So that's what we have in there. That's what it looks like as it's been redesigned. Currently, we are sitting at 11 million in the bank, losing quite a bit of money per week. 107,000 in population, and pretty good demand for residential, commercial, and small demand for industrial. So if you guys recall, in the last episode, we did some work over here on our campus. And let's open that up real quick so you guys can take a look, because we ended it just as I had found out that we succeeded in getting a large amount of students in the city. So we're at over 5,000 in population right now. I'm gonna put the game on 3-speed right here. That way my plan works a little bit quicker. But the reason we got 5,000 in population, 5,000 students in our university, is because we went into policies, and down here we turned on education boost. Now this prioritizes education over working for young adults and increases the education budget by 25%. The other thing that I did is I came under budget and I increased the campus budget to 150%. That got us to our goal. Now, the reason to remind you guys why I'm doing all this is I want to get to level 5 in the trade school campus so I can unlock the School of Engineering and these 3 buildings right here. So we get a academic statue number 2, the beach volleyball club, and the trade school media lab. That's all that we get there. But I'm tired of losing money on this thing, and there is a quick fix to it. So we're going to select our campus right over here. We no longer need to offer universal education because we have the students that we need, an excess of students that we need for that matter. So we're going to turn that off and watch our budget down below increase significantly. So tuition fees went from 0 to 84,000. Our campus attractiveness decreased by 20%, which is fine. We'll get that fixed real quick. Visiting scholars, I am also going to get rid of that because, again, we don't need to incentivize anyone to come here. Free lunch is going to go away because if you're in college, you should be able to afford your own lunch. And student healthcare is also going away because we no longer need to offer that. So if you take a look over to the right in tuition fees, now we have 88,000 coming in, and all of our combined expenses are 45,000. Now we're going to do another thing. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go into academic works, and we're going to reduce the academic staff. I'm actually going to just do 2 extra academic staff. No reason other than why not? 2,000, it's not bad. And we're going to leave it at that. In varsity sports, I don't know if I told you guys, I think I changed this. Yeah, I changed it over to the Broncos just because I live in Colorado and Broncos football is here. Not that I'm a big football fan or anything, but it has a meaning. But we're going to come over here. We're going to increase the price of tickets all the way up. Do we need to make this money? No, absolutely not. But I'll change it. No specific reason. Now, when we come over here and we take a look at the money side of things, tuition fees are 95,000. Our expenses, if you add everything up, is 27,000. So now we have a very positive budget in our university, and we're going to keep it that way all the way until we get this academic year completed. So to bring that attractiveness up, I'm gonna come over here. Let me select this height. I'll even this out right over here. Now we're just gonna spam some of these statues. Right. Nope, not there. I think like 4 or 5 might do the trick. Academic statue 1. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see if that did the trick. It did. 1920 in attractiveness. So again, now all we need to do is just let the year pass, and we're gonna have everything unlocked. Now, since we have that massive demand for residential, what I'm gonna do is start zoning. And I told you guys this is high density, and these are all districts, by the way. I removed the names and I made them look nice too. High density, self-sufficient housing is what's in development here. So we'll put in, let's say about that much right there. Here, let's go with that. I told you guys this is the modern city center. So we'll put that in right there. And I added some on and off ramps right over here just to make it a little bit easier for people to get into the city. The other thing that I did actually in between episodes too is to kind of mitigate some of this shortage of workers now that everybody is preferring to go to school and not work, as I got rid of a decent chunk of industrial over here. So you see that we only have these 2 blocks here, and I reduced some regular farming, zoned farming right over here, and over here again just to help mitigate some of these annoying pop-ups while we're in this transition. I'm gonna get that emptied out. Residential is in, a little bit of commercial is in, and now for the main part of the episode is I'm gonna be redoing all of the metro in our city. If we take a look, currently we have about 3,100 people, let's say 3,200 people using our metro per week. I think we can make that more by simply and completely redesigning the whole metro system, because the way it sits right now, it's not very well organized. So I'm gonna destroy all of the metro connections and the routes, the stops and everything, and we're gonna redo the whole thing. And I'm gonna do all of that while the game is on 3 speed, so we can get to that academic year, finish it out, get our buildings that we want, plop them in, and go from there. And then once we deactivate that too, all of the farming jobs, like the low education jobs, such as in industry and whatnot, they're all gonna be in demand yet again, because you can still see that even even when I got rid of all of these jobs here, we have super minimal demand for industry, which are essentially jobs. So let me get rid of all of the current metro in the system that we have in place, and I'll be back and we'll put a new one in. All right, so as you guys saw, we have a big ol' metro loop kind of connecting this whole area right here. And that's how I'm going to do it for this side as well. This side as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a couple of metro lines. So connecting this whole side to this side, and this side to this side, and this side to this side right here. So metro loop here, metro loop here, metro loop for this side right here, and then a couple of connecting metros from this side to this side. We are still, I think we're a little bit away from, yeah, so maybe a fifth of the way through the academic year. A couple of abandoned buildings, nothing too bad, but I'm gonna get back to the metro building, and I'll see you shortly. Alright, guys, so we have completed the academic year. Exciting. So School of Engineering is unlocked, Trade School Academic Statue 2, Trade School Media Library, the Technology Museum, and the Beach Volleyball Club. That Technology Museum, that's one that was not on that list. I'm sure it could be found right here. Technology Museum. I don't even know what this does. A unique institution that conserves a collection of academic works. These items are available for public through permanent exhibits. Each additional academic work increases the city's attractiveness of this building. Can be placed anywhere in the city. Can be placed only once. Okay, so we'll make sure that we place that as well. But let's come over here and complete this. I'm not done with the metro yet, by the way. But I wanted to get this out of the... Holy smokes, that's a big building. That fit right there just fine. We'll fix the terraforming here just slightly. Just like so. Let it flow around. There is an additional building. Let's take a look. And oh, this is the trade school academic statue number 2. I think we can. Let's get rid of you, and you, and we'll put those in its place. That way we have a couple of different ones. Beach volleyball court, if it's not too big, it could fit perfect. Right over here, we'll put 2 of those suckers in. There we go. And this one is the media lab. This one we had, yeah. The media lab, that's a little bit big. What about this right here? That actually looks kind of nice. That looks kind of nice right there too. But I think that if we can fit it, we could. Perfect. I'll plop it right in there. And we'll try to somehow center this one. That'll work. So all right, let's see if our attractiveness is there. It is. Perfect. Let me take a look at this museum and see where we could place that. It's not a very big building. Could that reside somewhere over here on this side? Too big for that. Too big for that. Ooh. I think if we get rid of that, we could... Come on. There we go. Perfect. That will work. I don't hate it. All right, so then next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go right into policies. We're going to turn off this education boost. Now you'll see over time that a lot of these icons are going to go away. So will our trade school student capacity. That's going to drop down fairly quickly. So we're probably going to get demoted down to a 3-star or a 4-star campus, which I'm okay with. I've accomplished the goal that I wanted to accomplish. The job demand is going to spike up as well, so I will replace the jobs that were lost right away. That way we don't forget down the road. I don't think I messed with anything over here. That was just a simple road there. Let's come back over here. We'll do this one slowly. I don't want all the traffic spawning all at the same time. So we'll just do those 2 blocks right there. And then that demand for residential, man, that has not gone down at all. So we're gonna zone a few more. That's not gonna work. A few more houses or buildings right there. I like how those those shadows are just coming in and out like a so. That should be good, and let's put that in right there as well. And I think we should be okay. I'm wanting to transfer power down this way, which I think that if we take care of some of this commercial demand, that will be a go. I think everything else is all good. If you guys notice, the traffic over here went down ever so slightly as well. I changed this into a one-way, and then this one coming down a one-way like this, and then now everybody is having to go one way down this way. So a little bit of traffic there, but it's not manageable. 85%. I'm hoping with the redesigned metro that traffic is also going to go down a little bit as well. So I'm actually not going to do a time lapse of just the connections between the city. I'm going to do that real quick, and I'll be right back. I'll keep the game on 3-speed though. I'm kind of interested to see what happens from here now that we did this big ol' switcheroo. All right, so the metro is completed. So let me show you just real quick. I'll show you this one, and that's how I did all of them. I created individual lines and individual metro systems, tunnels, whatever you want to call them, in between the islands, if you want to call them. So this one right here just hooks up to right here and then back. And then if you wish to catch this one, you've just got to take a little bit of a walk and catch that metro and get around this part of the city. But we're already at almost 2,400 people utilizing the metro. Now what we have to do is we have to review all of the metro routes to make sure that we have enough metro cars going around to take care of everybody. So we'll do that. And actually, I'm noticing a hiccup right here. I forgot to hook this one up. How dare I? Let's fix that really quickly. We're gonna need to delete all the way up to there. We'll get rid of this too. See, it's good to review review things. Let's come over here. We're still gonna have to loop this one. We're gonna loop it just a little bit harder this time around. And now it's always a challenge. Ah, there it is. I was gonna say it's always a challenge to find these. And then I think the other one's here, right? Yeah. Okay, they're kind of close together, but these are two major shopping centers. So I think I'll let that pass. And now what we have to do is we have to. We can't get a straight. So we'll have to do something like this. Coming over here, actually, we need this to go the other way. And try and hook up like so. I think that should work. So now this this line right here should fix itself back, and so should this one. And once they do, we're just gonna reconnect this route to there we go. So you see, like this. So then we're gonna come over here. We're gonna select this yellow line if it lets us. Come on. Cool. And we get to add a stop right in there. Perfect. Now we got to select this one and add a stop right there, and voila. That's good. Actually, did not need this, so I will get rid of that. Okay, so the review of the metro lines. This is very important that this is done once you create a metro. You want to see the efficiency of it and how it's running. So we'll start here with metro line 5 because it's the first one available. And if you look at the bottom of the screen here, you get to see where it's most popular, right? So like all of our stops have people waiting for metro, but some of them have a lot of people waiting. So like this one right here, this one is local, and if you click on it, it'll take you right to it. This one right here has a ton of people waiting. So what we're gonna do, and since this is one big old loop, I'm not gonna worry about traffic with metros, but I'm gonna increase this, actually not to 17, we're gonna go from 4 to 14. So we're gonna add 10 metros to this loop in hopes that everybody can catch a metro. So it's metro line 5, the first one. Second one here is a not so popular one, which is this one going around city over here, which is fine, no problem. That'll increase as we get more people moving in over here. So that one's fine. It's got 2 metros running and should be okay. Metro line number 6 is this same loop, so 2 metros, a couple of people here and there, that's fine. Metro line number 1. Holy moly, look at this one. Which one is the most popular stop? Looks like this one right here. So you can take a look and see. And look how many people we have waiting just right there to get onto a metro. So we're going to increase the vehicle count. Let's try 14 on this one as well. And see if that doesn't do the trick. Actually, no, it won't, because 2,000 people. So we're going to go max 500%, 16 cars, and hope that works. This one right here, let's take a look where that is. This is the connector between here and here, and I did this one as a 3-stopper actually. So we have folks waiting here, here and here. So that's connecting this island and this island all in one. And that could use an additional couple of vehicles. So we're gonna go, let's just go up to 6 and hope that's fine. Metro line number 2 is this yellow one here, and looks like that's pretty popular in some places as well. I think here we can get away with 10 vehicles. And that should be all right. Metro line number 8, 1 vehicle. Which one is this again? The line that connects these two right here. So it looks like we have lots of people waiting right here and not enough metro coverage. So we're gonna go 3 vehicles here. And you'll see as I add them and then they go back and forth, you'll notice that the number of passengers at each stop is just going to completely decrease. There should be a third one coming around, making that first number there hopefully a 0. Come on. There we go. So you see they're picking everybody up. So that's the efficiency there. And you see right up top where it says car trips saved, 100%. That's the number that you want, meaning decreasing traffic in your city as well. So that's that line. Metro line number 10. 1 metro moving along here. That is an additional connector, which is from here to here, I think we can get away with having 3 metros here, because I anticipate that that's going to get busier once we add more people to this side. Metro line number 3. Oh, that is the one leading over here to the amusement park. That one's not bad. I'm gonna, just for future proofing, add a 3rd car there. I think that should be fine. And I think this is the last one. Yep, Metro line number 4. And that is gonna need a lot more Metro. Let's get a stop. For example, this one right here. Super popular. You can tell that there's a bunch of people waiting, and it looks like a ton of people coming to use it. So this one, we have 4. I'm just gonna max this one out to 17. I don't want anyone waiting, and hopefully they won't. So I think that we can easily surpass the amount of passengers that we had before. We actually already did. If you take a look, we started out before the redesign with 3,200 people per week, and now we're at 3,800 people per week. That's already a significant increase, and I wonder if it decreased our traffic at all. It did actually. It went from 85 to 87, and hopefully that'll oh look, 88. Hopefully that'll keep going up. Maybe we can get it over 90. Who knows? And this area over here is coming in nicely. Quite happy with the Metro redesign. So you see, the more commercial we add here, the busier this stop is going to get, the more people are going to want to come shopping here. Now the other thing, and I'll do this off camera, but I want to make sure that these Metro stops are easily accessible to people, right? So like when you exit this one right here, you see how they're just taking a pathway coming around over here and going places. You want to make sure that there's ample walking room, or that you have enough paths for them to go from one side to the other. So I'm gonna add another one here. There we go, something like that. So it's even closer for them to cross, walk up this way, and catch this Metro right here. And it's been a while since I checked on the monorail. 5 people using this stop. This one should increase 102, so it's good. This one 3, and this one 91. Again, this should come out this way and expand a little bit, maybe. Who knows? But one of you guys was commenting and was curious if anybody would use it. I mean, it's not getting a lot of action. It's getting some, and I understand that this right here, it's closer to walk from here to here, but that's not necessarily the reason you're jumping on right here. You might be jumping on right here to come all the way down here, or something like that, right? So, you know, it does look nice. I like it. I mean, you tell me, right? This looks nice. So I'm keeping it. And that's that. So you can see that these job demand icons, not enough workers, whatever, have gone down throughout the city. They're non-existent over here in this area, and we zoned a decent amount of jobs and facilities here that require 0 education to work. We accomplished our goal of getting the trade school up to level 5. And you see, students wise, we're gonna lose a reputation level there because of that, because of nixing the focus on education rather than work citywide policy. Oh, and then lastly, I never explained to you guys exactly how this interchange works with the addition. So it's a little bit complicated, but it should work. So if you're somebody coming from this part of the city and you want to get on into here, you take this off ramp right here, swing around this way, and come through here. This connection going out this way did not change, but if you're somebody coming from this part of the city, coming out this way, you keep going straight, hang a right here, like this fella, perfect example. Take this 2-lane, 2-way highway road and then get into down this way. If you're somebody exiting the city, take this off ramp right here. And then if you are somebody coming from this side of the city trying to get on here, you actually only have one option. You go all the way down here, flip a U-turn, and come back down this way. That's it. I did not bother to include a connection from this side onto this side, or from this side actually onto this side. So that's that. I actually have no idea how long this episode's going to be. It's probably going to be closer to 40 minutes again. But we covered a lot. We accomplished a bunch of things. Now, last thing that I'm going to do here, and I'm kind of stalling a little bit. I want the metro to work itself out so I can see if we can get over that 4,000 in use. But we need city services over here on this side. I'm gonna go big and go with a hospital. Come on. Nope. Darn. I want a hospital on this side. Okay, fine. We'll place it right there. That'll make a bunch of people happy. Elementary school. We could put an elementary school, say, just right here. Let's make sure that we get a park. And by the way, that's the other thing too. We don't have any parks, so we'll put one. We'll put one right there. High school. I think we should be okay citywide. We are, but I'm gonna add another one just right here, and that's gonna be followed by a basketball court right in there. Over here, you know, I've always wanted to include a skate park or two in a leisure area. So I think maybe right here is the perfect place for it. So if you're somebody skating over here right on the river, really cool. I got some graffiti on there as well. And then maybe a competing one over here on this side, right at the roundabout. Why not? And then these ones, I always place a bunch of, or try to at the very least, a bunch of volleyball courts in my leisure areas, because I think they look nice, right? You come party, get some drinks and whatnot, and go over there, play some volleyball, and then go home. Don't drink and drive. Let's see. So I got the elementary and the high school. We don't have to worry about university. Police and fire are going to be next. So police coverage is fine over here. So I think we can get away with a regular police station there to kind of cover here. There we go. Perfect. And then fire. How are we doing there? We're actually pretty good on that too, but I'll put one in here anyways. There we go. That should work. Let's get our local and organic produce going as well. I think we're pretty good right there. Did I turn off all these lights? No, I didn't. There we go. Okay. All right. One last check around. We're good. Not enough workers is non-existent. We're having a little bit of education icons pop up, but that's nothing to be concerned with. Couple of dead people in the city. Again, not a big deal, but sorry for your loss. And all right, let's take a look at this this metro yet again. Holy smokes. 4,800 people per week. 4,800 people per week. That's awesome. That is a huge improvement over 31, which is what we had at the beginning of the episode, and the traffic is at 88%. I love it. At 112,000 in population, I'll take it. So, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Oh, by the way, forestry industry. It's finally going to happen. It's got a road. We're getting the city permits approved, and we'll start building, I think, next episode. So, I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, be the best that you can be in everything that you do, and I'll see you guys on the next one.